it.
Let's do it.
Raise her
No,
up.
that's okay. I'll get one.
Okay, she's good. She's good. Oh, I got the sun. Beautiful sun.
For me to be here, I believe it's your third annual flag raising.
That's true.
And on behalf of the City Hall and all councillors, we would like to welcome you. Anti-bullying, wow. It doesn't matter what age you're at. I see it happen as adults. So I don't think there's any excuse for it. We really should not have to put up with it. And you shouldn't have to explain yourself to anybody. You should be who you are, where you are, and when you are. So please be yourself. Don't take any bullying from anyone, and just don't do it. Just don't accept it. Don't allow them to do it to you. So thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you. For the third year in a row, we have painted this town pink. And I'm really excited about the elementary and secondary students who have partnered with businesses both downtown here in their storefront windows, and also in the Holly Recreation, the Food Basics Plaza, and also this year in Alliston, Alcona, Creemore, Tottenham, Midland, and Collingwood, all partnering with students to have an understanding that the business community is also committed to getting rid of bullying and to celebrate diversity. And we're very excited about those partnerships. Today is an awesome, awesome day. But I'm actually more concerned about tomorrow and the day after that, because the school climate survey from our board says that the top 10 reasons students are bullied are breaking the Ontario Human Rights Code. So this is significant, because kids don't necessarily think that it's a big deal, but they don't understand that words actually do hurt, and they cut again and again and again. And they're bullying, they're hurting people, and they're causing their peers to suffer from low self-esteem, and they're breaking the law. So each year we survey those students, and bullying is still a concern. Kids are bullied, feel sad and angry and even embarrassed. So why do we wear pink shirts, and why do we have special days like this? Because clearly we are not done yet. We need to partner with our communities and our businesses. That whole theory about it takes a village to raise a child, that's absolutely true in situations like this. And it's really easy to stop bullying incidents. Within 10 seconds, if you just step in and say, hey, that's not cool, or, that's not right. Within 10 seconds, we can stop those incidents. If you're bullied, know that you're not alone. Find someone to be your champion. Get involved in things that you're passionate about. Speak up, be confident, and be kind to yourself. Today at the Community Wholeness Center, we were doing a forgiveness project, and we were writing the names of people that we needed to forgive for being hurtful to us. And the person I needed to forgive the most was myself. And I think we're all pretty tough on ourselves sometimes. And so that's, I think, really empowering when we understand the power of forgiving others as well. And next year I expect we'll be here again, not because we want to be, but because we have to be. And we'll keep doing it until the day that we don't have to have special rallies to remind ourselves that the best part of being Canadian and being from this great city is to celebrate the diversity and the ways that we are all different, and making sure that we all feel that we belong in this community. Be kind to each other. Thank you. I'd also like to invite Essa Mao to come up and say a few words.
Coming for the International Day of Pink. April 13th, in Nova Scotia, 2 straight students saw a gay student getting bullied wearing a pink shirt. They decided all on their own to go forward and wear pink shirts, and they got the whole school to wear pink shirts. Just by 2 persons' actions spreading out through the school, obviously that kid no longer felt bullied and felt protected and safe. As a trans person, and speaking mostly for all other trans people, we are bullied every time we come out the door, going groceries, school, and unfortunately sometimes we're even bullied in the house, at home. When you see someone being bullied, the best thing you can do is just say no, get an adult, find a police officer, There's one right there. Sorry, I'm going to talk to you later about And we make a joke about it, but it's true. All it takes is someone to say no. Get a teacher, get an adult, take it forward, get your friends, stop it, it spreads. And we can put an end to bullying, homophobia, and transphobia.
Barrie from Barrie Pride, and part of the reason that we started Barrie Pride is because we saw too much bullying and too much abuse in the community. We wanted to have a voice to say that we don't want to see that anymore. What we want to see is openness, inclusiveness. We want people to feel accepted. We want people to feel like that nowhere they go, where they go in this city, will they ever feel like they are stigmatized. And we'd rather have people feel like they're welcome, that this is their home, that we can really make a difference. And so part of Barrie Pride is knowing that this bullying is not just for young people, but it's also for adults, and that's a message that's been echoed here today. So I just wanted to say, as a closing part for Barrie Pride, we're heading into our third Pride Week this year, second week of June, and if everybody wants to focus on June 11th, at 2 p.m. That is the third annual Barrie Pride Parade, and we'd love to have you all here. Just go to the website and sign up, and you can march. It's amazing. So again, thank you so much for putting this on, Jane. You're wonderful, and I wish I had the pink hair.
I got some dye.
But thank you again so much for providing this day.
Thanks, David. Many years ago, I met a young girl, and it's ridiculous to me that she's still a young girl. And I would love to share Mackenzie Oliver with you. She has a great story of
for having me, and I'm really proud to be here because I think that this is a really important thing that we all need to spread. And I mostly speak with young people. Usually around grade 6, 7, 8, but I think that it's also important because clearly there's still issues going into adulthood if we're all still suffering from bullying. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and about an organization that I run called the I Love Me Club. I started it when I was in grade 3 because I found a friend of mine in our school's washroom, and she was crying and trying to make herself sick because someone had told her that she was fat, and that was in grade 3. So I didn't really understand why she would have been so upset by this, and I went home and I told my mom about it and asked and kind of inquired about why that would have upset her so much, and she explained to me that it was because she didn't have positive self-esteem. And to explain what positive self-esteem was, she told me to close my eyes, and she brought me into the washroom and put me in front of the mirror, and she told me that when I opened my eyes, I had to remember that the only person's opinion of me that mattered was who I saw when I looked in the mirror. And that was kind of when I understood that it doesn't matter what other people say about you because you have to love yourself. So the next day I did the same thing to my friend, and that was kind of when the club was born. We started to kind of spread the message throughout our own peer group because I myself had suffered from some bullying as well. And it just kind of spread throughout the school. And then for my birthday party that year, we had t-shirts that said I Heart Me, and we started giving those out. So it just kind of turned into this big thing just amongst our friend group. And then it actually brought me to different parts of the world. I started traveling with Me to We to Kenya, India, and the Amazon. And I'm actually going back to Kenya this summer. And while over there, I got to work on some community projects, but I also got to see how self-esteem was affected in those countries as well, and how bullying is still relevant, even though we might not think about that as being an issue that is really dominant in those areas. It still is, and it's mostly through the gender roles. So I just wanted to say that bullying is a big part of our community, and we can't change that, but and especially in our social community and on social media. What we can change is how we allow it to affect us, and shaming and belittling, whether it be online or in person, is just a cowardly thing to do. And the one thing that I really like to think about before I post something on social media is like, is it going to help someone? Is it going to make their day better, or is it going to hurt someone and tear them down? So that was one of the messages that we kind of put together with having positive self-esteem. So we have an oath that we do. That we kind of like to bring people together, and as a constant reminder that we should always love ourselves and that we should help others to love ourselves. So if you'd all like to take it with me, you put one hand over your heart and then raise the other hand and repeat after me. I state your names. Do solemnly swear to always love who I see when I look in the mirror inside and out. Inside and out. Thank you.
Woo!
Well, I cannot top that. Thank you very much for coming.
Hi, I'm Yolanda Gallo, and I want to welcome you to the Windows of Forgiveness at 59 Maple Avenue. We just got back from the City of Barrie's flag raising ceremony for Paint the Town Pink. This is our third annual event that we've been participating in with Jane Dewar and her schools across Simcoe County, and we're just delighted to be a part of it again. We've been with Jane for 3 years. Our first project was the wall, the anti-bullying wall that students created. The second project was the diversity stand up for anti-bullying, and this year they asked what we wanted to theme in our windows, and I said, let's do a window of forgiveness. And so behind me you'll see what this is, and the concept for the window of forgiveness is to start the process of forgiveness. Being a victim and being bullied is not a fun thing. You're often a victim in your own home. So we wanted to help students with the process of forgiveness, and that process involves thinking about the person or people and then recording their names on a heart. We decided to do pink hearts, and just letting the universe know that this individual is willing to forgive the bully, because oftentimes the bully needs forgiveness, and the bullies because they don't know any better, and so they need to be taught and maybe understood to know that bullying does hurt. So this way we hope that the process of forgiveness can start. The names around here, it's not last names, it's first names only. So now we're inviting the entire community to come in and join us and start the process of forgiveness and add someone's name on this window who has bullied you, and let's all live in peace and harmony. Thank you. There we go. Awesome.
I never get in there.
No, you don't. That's good. There you go.
It's good to be on that side of the camera.